Hello everyone, OSW-Sim-Sports here. I hope you are having a fantastic day, and in this video we will be covering aero. And as you can see, there will be a lot to cover in just this video, so let's get right into it. Now, the absolute most important concept to understand is tire load. So why would we care about tire load in a video about aerodynamics? Well, simply put, more vertical load on the tire, so pushing down on the tire equals more friction, which equals more grip. A quick test you can do yourself is moving your finger across a surface while pushing very lightly, and then once again pushing very hard, and then just feeling the difference in friction that it generates. Now, to get a better idea of the tire loads on a real car, in a almost static scenario like very slow speed, we just take the weight of the car, and if the car has a 50-50 weight distribution like this Ferrari, we can just divide it by 4. And thus we can say in this scenario there is 312.5 kilograms or 688 pounds pushing down on the tire. So how do we add more load to the tires without adding more weight? Downforce, of course. While I'm using GT3 cars here as an example, I want to make it as clear as possible that this pretty much applies to all modern race cars. Now, these are just estimates of course, but at 240 km an hour or 150 miles per hour, the downforce pushing down on the car is around 1625 kilograms or 3600 pounds. Which is of course in addition to the car weight. So if we add those two up and divide it by 4 again, we can see that at high speeds the car is now generating more than double the tire loads, which accounts for a 40 to 60% increase in overall grip. Hello. While I know this is very annoying, I am only a very small YouTube channel, so the viewers don't come naturally. If you enjoy this video or find it informative, please like it and leave a comment so the algorithm gets happy. And if you are new here and you want to stay up to date with the tutorials, please subscribe. Thank you very much. So easy enough then, right? We just add all the downforce we can get and we go faster. Sadly not. We also have drag to consider, which can have a massive effect on your top speeds, and I am sure you have done this as a kid while driving quickly on the highway with the windows open, putting your hand outside and riding the airflow with your hand. And very similar, as we increase the angle of the wing, we also increase the surface area and thus increasing the drag that it has to come through. Now, this is also the reason why you will see some teams doing a negative wing angle like this on tracks like Le Mans and Spa, where top speed is the most important consideration. That covers it for the body aerodynamics, but now for the underbody aerodynamics with the splitters and diffusers. Now let's start with the splitter. The splitter has a very nice self-descriptive name in the sense that it literally splits the air between the underbody and the body of the car, which means that if we lower the front ride height, more air will go over the car and thus generate more front downforce, which in return gives less understeer. And then we have the diffuser, which is essentially just an upside down wing, which instead of pushing the car down, it sucks the car down. However, there is a critical trade-off. The lower the splitter is, the less air flows under the car to feed the diffuser. So while you will gain front downforce, you will lose rear downforce from the reduced ground effect. And this is why splitter height is a crucial balancing decision. You want the splitter low enough to have enough front downforce, but not so low that you are starving the diffuser. Which could lead to situations like this one, where the car bottoms out at the front, it no longer has rear downforce from the diffuser, it causes a massive slide, he tries to catch it but he just loses it. Which is also the reason why ride height is very tightly controlled in almost all racing series. Which brings us nicely into floors. This is what largely determines how effective your underbody aerodynamics are, and as you can see, on a normal car you don't have a flat floor, so your rear diffuser and your front splitter are way less effective. Now on modern race cars you will most likely see a flat floor, which will massively increase the efficiency of the underbody aerodynamics. And another cool thing we can see on this picture is how they measure the wear on the front splitter by having this wear plank, where even if your car passes regulations, if the wear on this plank is excessive, they will most likely disqualify your car. And then we have the top level cars like F1 and the new hypercar classes. They generate even more underbody downforce from the complex floors they use. Now, generally speaking, cars with a flat floor and a front splitter and a diffuser can generate underbody downforce more efficiently in terms of drag versus aerodynamics than wings and canards can generally achieve. So on many tracks and with many different types of cars, it can be very beneficial to run as little wing as possible and to try and generate all the required downforce from the ground effect. Now I hope I have illustrated with this theory, and add on top of that car dynamics and weight transfer, that getting the most out of the ground effect can be a complicated business. In the second video on aerodynamics we will go over fine-tuning aerodynamics, but for now I want to leave you with a few general rules of thumb. Now it of course all depends on what you want to get out of the car. Do you want to go faster in a straight line? Do you want to go faster through the corners? Or do you require a little bit more stability to keep it on the track? If you are looking for more top speed, try doing the following to your car. If we want to carry more speed through a corner, but the car is understeering, try the following. If you want to go faster through a corner, but your car is oversteering, try the following. Which is almost identical to what you would want to do to increase rear stability, so on corner exit, on traction zones, etc. And that is pretty much it for this video. I hope you learned something, and if you did, you of course know what to do. In the next video we will apply this new knowledge to fine-tune our car to get it to do exactly what we want. I have been OSW-Sim-Sports and I wish you all a good day. Ciao!